Hey, welcome back to another episode. I am Pamela Clark, joined by my husband, Kerry Clark.
Hello, everyone.
And again, y'all, we're excited to have you joining us here so that we have the honor and opportunity to share with you some unconventional, uncommon, no longer ordinary kind of thinking.
That's right.
All right?
I like the way you say that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what we do. So, what we're going to talk about today is a continuation, really, of our last episode, Life Growth Area number 2, Your Work. So this episode is going to deal with the edge.
That's right.
So we're going to talk about how you can gain the edge in different areas. Kerry,
Yes.
you want to share a little bit?
Yes. So we left Life Growth Area 1, which is our home. Hope you enjoyed that. Please go take a look if you haven't seen it. But we're in Life Growth Area 2, where it's focused totally on how you work, how you build a career, how you have business ethics, and how you're setting yourself up to be successful at work. And in this particular episode, we're talking about how you can get an edge that takes you beyond ordinary and average. So we're trying to give you some tips, some ideas that if you'll use them, you'll stand out even in the workplace.
So y'all take a look at this, take a few minutes, watch the episode, and then Kerry and I will join you at the end.
I have 3 points I'd like to make today about how to have an edge over normal as it relates to life's growth area number 2, our work. I'm trying to show you how to have unconventional work habits, business ethics, and how to build an uncommon career. These things take time. There's no quick road to success. In fact, success isn't by accident. It takes effort, energy, endurance. If you look at the most successful basketball team, it took practice. If you look at the most successful football teams, it took exercise and more practice and disciplines that ordinary people won't have. Listen to this. If you like having ordinary work habits, continue to work like ordinary people. It's simple. If you want to have the same habits as everyone else, continue to work just like everyone else. It's simple. Or you can reverse that. If you plan to have uncommon work habits, that means you have to continue to work like no one else. Listen to this next point. Like I said, I have 3 points here. This is point number 2. If you enjoy having ordinary business ethics, don't stop. You're headed for an ordinary downfall. If you want the outcomes, the results of ordinary people, all you have to do is model yourself after someone that's normal, someone that's average, mediocre, someone that's not going anywhere. But if you want to flip the script, if you want to change the outcome, then you're going to have to change the direction in which you're going, meaning you're not going to be able to go down an ordinary path, but you got to go down one that everyone is not traveling. You're going to have to put a little extra on your ordinary, be extraordinary. That's what that word extraordinary means. A little extra on top of ordinary gives you something else. You step out of the crowd, you step beyond your friends, you step beyond the kind of person you are, you step beyond the talents of ordinary people into an extraordinary talent. It makes you better than those that are around you. It gives you an edge over life. There's a book, I think it's called The Slight Edge. All you need is just a little extra to get you beyond what everybody else is doing. Just a little extra energy. If you get up just 5 minutes early, if you get to work 5 minutes early, if you leave a little later, if you put just a little bit more energy into the activities of your day, if you put just a little bit more thought, a little bit more planning into what you want to do with your life, that's going to give you what we call a slight edge. It's going to take you from being just like everyone else and give you an edge that no one else has. Point number 3. If you are developing your career like ordinary people, at the very end of it, you'll find you missed the career you've always wanted. That's funny. People get to the end of a career. Think about that. A career means you've been working for a long time. It means you've let decades pass. Time can pass on you, and when you get to the end, you'll realize in hindsight that you could have done something different if you had altered your course just slightly, if you had gotten out of those normal situations, got away from those normal people and got around some uncommon folks, what would have happened is the course of your life, your career would have been altered. But if you wait, it's like the financial strategists tell you that if you want to make the most of your investments, you need to start early. And that is true, because time is your best friend. In the same way, if you want to have the life you've always wanted, the career you've always wanted, the business you've always wanted, the work habits you've always wanted, you can't wait. You can't put it off until the end. It's going to be too late. You got to start now by doing things just slightly different. When you get up in the morning, get up slightly different. When you lay down at night, do it slightly different. When you go through your day, do it slightly different. When you take that cup of coffee, don't drink your coffee like everyone else. And that could be as simple as reading something interesting when you drink your coffee instead of having a conversation over the coffee pot. Do something different. Do something that ordinary people are unwilling to do. And that will give you an edge in your life.
We are on the other side of that episode, y'all. We sure do hope you enjoyed it. Most of all, we hope that you found some helpful tips that will encourage you to set the bar a little bit higher, right? To go over the edge in your work area, life growth area number 2. You know, you want that promotion, you want to be noticed, you wonder why the cubicle next to you is now empty because that person was promoted. It's because, y'all, they did what ordinary people don't do, right? They found a way to cover the edge. So, Kerry, do you have any closing comments for our viewers?
Yeah, you just made me reflect a little bit on one of the stories that we tell in one of the episodes. I want to say it's the previous one, could have been this one, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, about how when I first started in my career, I was that average, ordinary, just like everyone, working kind of guy. And there was a guy who sat near us, who was on our team. Everyone in the company loved him, and he was on the fast track. And I went home kind of deflated because I was like, why is he so great and I'm not? And then I said, you know what I'll do? I'm going to start studying him. And that's how we came up with these episodes on how to transform our work by giving us an edge and going to the extra mile and going beyond average. Yes.
Yeah, when I think about work ethic,
Yes.
I think about my daddy. Because, you know, with my daddy having worked for a company for 50 years and very seldom called out sick, right? Always had lots and lots of vacation. But what he did was he set himself apart, right?
Yes.
Because you got to think about my daddy's history. You know where he started and you know where he ended in his career. So he had to do what the ordinary person wouldn't do based on where his foundation was, right?
Yes.
Based on his ground zero to accomplish what he did. So it's the edge.
Yes.
Good attitude.
Now, you said something that just sparked my attention, and I get excited. I have these lists of what I call no longer common or uncommon words. And she mentioned set apart. That is one of the words that we use all the time. What can set you apart? What can make you a first class kind of person? What can you do to excel? That's a next level kind of thinking word. And so we use those words to kind of help us remember that as we do life, one thing that we want to do is know what's average so that we can do better. We want to see what's ordinary so that we can go higher. And that way we're always doing things that gives us an edge on life and gives us a life like no one else.
Oh, that was so off script, man.
Yes.
But I hope y'all got a little something from it.
I hope so too, because I love it.
So anyway, y'all, as always, you can find more information at kerryaclark.com. Visit our social media pages. Visit our website, y'all. There's so much information there. Kerry and I consider it an honor to have y'all joining with us on our journey in teaching others how to be no longer common, how to live past ordinary. So we'll see you again real soon. Kerry, you have any closing comments?
I'm good. I've had enough closing thoughts. Just thank you guys for joining us.
All right. Bye-bye.
Life Growth Area 2, which is Series 2, And now we're on
See,
episode 3.
that's why.
What?
That's exactly why all of this gets
What?
mixed up in my head, because you're like, Life Growth Area number 2, season 2, episode 3. It's either an episode or a podcast. Is it a series or what? I mean, because
The series is Life Growth Area number 2, our work. That is the series. The series is Life Growth Area number 2. It's 5 life growth areas.
I know what they are. I know what they are. I know what they are.
All right. So, intro to S2E3 in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey. Welcome back.
I'm sorry. All right, come on. I'm sorry. That was my fault. My bad. Oh. Hey. That was going off into another zone, right? All right, here we go. S2E3 in 5, 4, 3. Okay. Outro to S2E3 in 5, 4, 3, 2,